preachers, the St. Johnsbury Academy Hilltop, under the direction of Alan Rowe. We have Bill Tobin and his harp, which we have already enjoyed a wonderful sampling of. And Bob Joly was coerced into coming back one more year. And he is going to read our all-time favorite, A Christmas Memory by Truman Capote. So I would love for you to please join me in a very warm welcome for our performers this afternoon.
Thank you all. We love coming here every year. These are members of the Hilltones. As you can see, we are dealing with skiing and wrestling and what else? Bowling, track and bowling. So we're missing a few horses, but these guys are wonderful. They're going to sound wonderful. We're going to start with a piece. This is an early American, I don't know if you, it's called a shape note song. Anyone familiar with shape note music? This is a shape note piece. Called Star in the East. No bright. 2, 3.
Hail thou blessed morn, when the great mediator down from the regions of glory descends. Shepherds go worship the babe in the manger. Lo, for his guard the bright angels attend. Brightest and best of the sons of the morning, dawn on our darkness and lend us thine aid. Star in the east, the horizons adorning, guide where our infant Redeemer is laid. Cold on his cradle the dewdrops are shining, low lies his head with the beasts of the stall. Angels adore him in slumbers reclining, Maker and monarch and Savior of all. Brightest and best of the sons of the morning, dawn on our darkness and lend us thine aid. Star in the east, the horizons adorning, guide where our infant Redeemer is laid. Say, shall we yield him in costly devotion, odors of Edom and offerings divine, gems from the mountain and pearls from the ocean, myrrh from the forest and gold from the mine, brightest and best of the sons of the morning, dawn on our darkness and lend us thine aid. Star in the east, the horizons adorning, guide where our infant Redeemer is laid.
This is a piece by Italian composer Viadane, and this is called Exultate Justi. You guys can take one step forward towards me, just big step. So we get, no, I guess it's okay. It won't. You can spread out a little bit too if you need more elbow room to express. Good. 2, 2.
Exultate Justi in Domino, rectus dece collaudatio. Confitemini Domino, confitemini Domino, incitara. Confitemini Domino, incitara. In soterio de Judea, in soterio de Judea. Solite Dei, Bene Solite Dei, Bene Solite Dei, in vociferazione, in vociferazione, in vociferazione. Exultate Justi in Domino, rectos decet collaudatio.
Your dreams of thee. Your dreams of thee. You want to try that? You got it? You know it? So this note is a contemporary art song. This is called Dreams of Thee. like to take this opportunity to thank Amanda Cashin, who's been our accompanist all year long and has been a huge help for us, and she's helping out today in a few minutes. No, also, the violin soloist, and obviously there was no violin today. So, all right, so we're going to try something we haven't done yet. This is a Turkish folk song, and I was hoping to share the text with you because it's quite amusing. It's about pursuing a love interest and how you court in Turkey, and they do it with cherries and fruit. The kizilciklar is a fruit, by the way. It's some kind of fruit, and they do it also by extending socks. So I'll give you a pair of socks. So the lyrics are really quite funny, but this is clean socks. New socks, maybe. All right. Thank you. Where are we starting on? Oh, you don't need me. Spit the text out, please. 1, 2, 3.
Tina ni na ni no, Tina ni Tina ni ti, Tina ni na ni no, Tina ni Tina ni ti, Tina ni na ni no, Tina ni Tina ni ti, Tina ni na ni no. Hey, hey. Kizilciklar oldu, selelere doldu mu? Hey, 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 hey. Yunadi çorapı ayağına oldu mu? Ya, 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 ya. Kizilciklar oldu mu? Selelere doldu mu? Hey, 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 hey. Yunadi çorapı ayağına oldu mu? Ya, 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 ya. Mendili varım gelene, Karakuna yollamış haberime. Mendili varım gelene, Karakuna yollamış haberime. Tabakası var nala, şuralara varmalı. Hey, 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 hey. Olan pek güzel ama anası olmamalı. Ya, 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 ya. Tabakası var nala, şuralara varmalı. Hey, 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 hey. Olan pek güzel ama anası olmamalı. Ya, 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 ya. Mendili varım gelene, Karakuna yollamış haberime. Mendili varım gelene, Karakuna yollamış haberime. Kahvelimelerime, kahvelimelerime. Tina ni na ni no, Tina ni no.
Last night we performed at the Madrigal Festival in Burlington, and they performed this piece. And I think with our help, with our accompanist, I think we got all the parts covered. So this is this is Eric Whitaker's interpretation of "Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Night."
Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will
What? Yeah, let's do swinging and call it a day. Yeah. All right. So that's not the introduction, but it's called Swinging with the Saints, and you'll recognize the tune. So, okay?
Swing low, sweet chariot, that's a coming to carry me home. I'm telling you, swing down low, and just tell me you're coming. Carry me right on home. Swing low, swing down low, sweet chariot, it's a coming to carry me home. Swing low, swing down low, sweet chariot, coming to carry me right on home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forward to carry me home. Swing low, coming forward to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forward to carry me right on home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forward to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming forward to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm coming right after you, coming forward to carry me home. Oh, when the saints go marching in, before I do, oh, when the saints go to carry me home. Oh, tell all my friends I'm coming right after you, when the saints coming forward to carry me home. Do do do, do do do, do 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 do, do do do, I see a chariot, I know it's coming. I see a chariot and it's coming for me. The saints in glory, they'll all go marching, all over heaven for eternity. Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, how I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. I really want to go.
Thank you all very much. A personal plug is we're, Hilltones and the Jazz Band are playing singing first night, at 4 o'clock down at the Unitarian Church. Hilltones first and then the Jazz Band. Hope you'll come down and hear us. We'll have a few other numbers. You might hear the same songs again, but it'll be great. Wonderful.
Winter concert next week.
Oh, winter concert. Yes, we have our winter concert next Wednesday night at
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Wednesday the
That's right.
17th.
The 17th. Thank you, guys. Thank you. for all coming. Thank you, guys.
No better way to end than swinging with this.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm going to play for you the selection of pieces. This first one is a piece I wrote. It's called Elation. is a wonderful carol. This is, it's often played at the Christmas revels, and I know I'll be seeing them on Sunday down in West Lebanon, but this is one of my favorite pieces they do. This is called the Sussex Mummers Carol. piece I'm going to play for you is another composition, and it's called The Patience of the Earth. another Christmas carol. I love these at this time of year. This is Lo, How a Rose E'er Blooming. And I'd like to give a very special thanks to the Athenaeum. They've had me here for years, and I just love coming here playing for you folks, and I'm just very appreciative of all they do. So thank you. I'm going to wrap up with Silent Night.
Hello, everyone. If you stay for 15 minutes, it will be time profitably spent. It's a beautiful show. I'm glad to be part of it. Your roast may be in the oven. So I'm going to give you a couple of signposts. I'm going to read Truman Capote's A Christmas Memory, half of it. When you hear about whiskey, we're coming around the clubhouse turn. So one more page after that. Two things about Truman Capote. You can read anything you want and more than you want to know about him online. If you want to read something good, I mean, there are good things and bad things. The Athenaeum owns this book. It's the complete stories of Truman Capote. In here, there's an essay by Reynolds Price, who's another well-known author, and it takes one to know one, and he does Truman Capote an honest, unvarnished assessment and praises his really beautiful qualities because he had those. He was 34 when this story was published in 1956. And he's thinking back to when he was a child, a 7-year-old child living in Alabama. His father had left the family. His mother was seeking her own fortune in New York City. He's shipped off to distant relatives in Monroeville, Alabama. So he's in a big house. Everybody's a lot older than him. He connects with one person in the house who he becomes taken with, and they form a bond kind of against the rest of them. The plot, which is not the point of the story, is making fruitcakes for Christmas gifts. A Christmas memory. That's the one. God, it was embarrassing. I'm just going to take these off because I don't have bifocals anymore and I can't read. Imagine a morning in late November, a coming of winter morning more than 20 years ago. Consider the kitchen of a spreading old house in a country town. A great black stove is its main feature, but there is also a big round table and a fireplace with 2 rocking chairs placed in front of it. Just today, the fireplace commenced its seasonal roar. A woman with shorn white hair is standing at the kitchen window. She is wearing tennis shoes and a shapeless gray sweater over a summery calico dress. She is small and sprightly, like a bantam hen. But due to a long youthful illness, her shoulders are pitifully hunched. Her face is remarkable, not unlike Lincoln's, craggy like that, and tinted by sun and wind, but it is delicate too, finely boned, and her eyes are sherry-colored and timid. "Oh my," she exclaims, her breath smoking the window pane. It's fruitcake weather. The person to whom she is speaking is myself. I am 7. She is 60-something. We are cousins, very distant ones, and we have lived together, well, as long as I can remember. Other people inhabit this house, relatives, and though they have power over us and frequently make us cry, we are not, on the whole, too much aware of them. We are each other's best friend. She calls me Buddy in memory of a boy who was her best friend. The other Buddy died in the 1880s when she was a child. She is still a child. I knew it before I got out of bed. She says, turning away from the window with a purposeful excitement in her eyes. The courthouse bells sounded so cold and clear, and there were no birds singing. They've gone to warmer country. Yes, indeed. Oh, Buddy, stop stuffing biscuit and fetch our buggy. Help me find my hat. We've 30 cakes to bake. It's always the same. A morning arrives in November, and my friend, as though officially inaugurating the Christmas time of year, that exhilarates her imagination and fuels her heart, the blaze of her heart, announces, it's fruitcake weather. Fetch my buggy. Help me find my hat. The hat is found, a straw cartwheel corsaged with velvet roses out of doors has faded. It once belonged to a more fashionable relative. Together we guide our buggy, a dilapidated baby carriage, out to the garden and into the grove of pecan trees. The buggy is mine. That is, it was bought for me when I was born. It is made of wicker, rather unraveled, and the wheels wobble like a drunkard's legs. But it is a faithful object. Springtimes, we take it to the woods and fill it with flowers, herbs, wild fern for our porch pots. In the summer, we pile it with picnic paraphernalia and sugarcane fishing rods and roll it down to the edge of a creek. It has winter uses too, as a truck for hauling firewood from the yard to the kitchen, as a warm bed for Queenie, our tough little orange and white rat terrier who has survived distemper and 2 rattlesnake bites. Queenie is trotting beside it now. 3 hours later, we are back in the kitchen hauling a heaping buggy load of windfall pecans. Our backs hurt from gathering them. How hard they were to find, the main crop having been shaken off the trees and sold by the orchard's owners, who are not us. Among the concealing leaves, the frosted, deceiving grass. Crack! A cheery crunch, scraps of miniature thunder sound as the shells collect, and the golden mound of sweet, oily ivory meat mounts in the milk glass bowl. Queenie begs to taste, and now and again my friend sneaks her a mite, though insisting we must deprive ourselves. We mustn't, buddy, we mustn't. If we start, we won't stop, and there's scarcely enough as there is for 30 cakes. The kitchen is growing dark. Dusk turns the window into a mirror. Our reflections mingle with the rising moon as we work by the fireside in the firelight. At last, when the moon is quite high, we toss the final hull into the fire and with joined sighs watch it catch flame. The buggy is empty, the bowl is brimful. We eat our supper, cold biscuits, bacon, blackberry jam, and discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow, the kind of work I like best begins. Buying cherries, citron, ginger and vanilla, and canned Hawaiian pineapple, rinds and raisins and walnuts and whiskey, and oh so much flour, butter, so many eggs, spices, flavorings. Why, we'll need a pony to pull the buggy home. But before these purchases can be made, there is the question of money. Neither of us has any. Except for skin-flint sums person in the house occasionally provide, a dime is considered very big money, or what we earn ourselves from various activities, holding rummage sales, selling buckets of hand-picked blueberries, jars of homemade jam and apple jelly and peach preserves, rounding up flowers for funerals and weddings. Once we won 79th prize, $5, in a national football contest, not that we know a full thing about football. It's just that we enter any contest we hear about. At the moment, our hopes are centered on the $50,000 grand prize being offered to name a new brand of coffee. We suggested AM. And, after some hesitation, for my friend thought it perhaps sacrilegious, the slogan, AM, Amen. To tell the truth, our only really profitable enterprise was the Fun and Freak Museum we conducted in a backyard woodshed 2 summers ago. The Fun was a stereopticon with slide views of Washington and New York, lent to us by a relative who had been to those places. She was furious when she discovered why we'd borrowed it. The Freak was a 3-legged bitty chicken hatched by one of our own hens. Everybody hereabouts wanted to see that biddy. We charged grown-ups a nickel, kids 2 cents. And it took in a good $20 before the museum shut down due to the decease of the main attraction. But one way and another, we do each year accumulate Christmas savings, a fruitcake fund. These monies we keep hidden in an ancient bead purse under the loose board, under the floor, under a chamber pot, under my friend's bed. The purse is seldom removed from this safe location, except to make a deposit, or as happens every Saturday, a withdrawal. For on Saturdays, I am allowed 10 cents to go to the picture show. My friend has never been to a picture show, nor does she intend to. I'd rather hear you tell me the story, buddy. That way I can imagine it more. Besides, a person my age shouldn't squander their eyes. When the Lord comes, let me see him clear. In addition to never having seen a movie, she has never eaten in a restaurant, traveled more than 5 miles from home, received or sent a telegram, read anything but the funny papers and the Bible, worn cosmetics, cursed, wished someone harm, told a lie on purpose, let a hungry dog go hungry. Here are a few things she has done, does do. Killed with a hoe the biggest rattlesnake ever seen in this country, 16 rattles. Dip snuff, secretly. Tame hummingbirds, just try it, till they balance on her finger. Tell ghost stories, we both believe in ghosts. So tingling, they chill you in July. Talk to herself, take walks in the rain, grow the prettiest japonicas in town, know the recipe for every sort of old-time Indian cure, including a magical wart remover. Now, with supper finished, we retire to the room in a faraway part of the house where my friend sleeps in a scrap quilt-covered iron bed, painted rose pink, her favorite color. Silently, wallowing in the pleasures of conspiracy, we take the bead purse from its secret place and spill its contents on the scrap quilt. Dollar bills, tightly rolled and green as May buds, somber 50-cent pieces heavy enough to weight a dead man's eyes, lovely dimes, the liveliest coin. Nickels and quarters, worn smooth as creek pebbles, but mostly a hateful heap of bitter-odored pennies. Last summer, others in the house contracted to pay us a penny for every 25 flies we killed. Oh, the carnage of August, the flies that flew to heaven. Yet it was not work in which we took pride. And as we sit counting pennies, it is as though we were back tabulating dead flies. Neither of us has a head for figures. We count slowly, lose track, start again. According to her calculations, we have $12.73. According to mine, exactly 13. I do hope you're wrong, buddy. We can't mess around with 13. The cakes will fall, or put somebody in the cemetery. Why, I wouldn't dream of getting out of bed on the 13th. This is true. She always spends 13ths in bed. So to be on the safe side, we subtract a penny and toss it out the window. Of all the ingredients that go into fruitcakes, whiskey is the most expensive as well as the hardest to obtain. State laws forbid its sale, but everybody knows you can buy a bottle from Mr. Ha Ha Jones. And the next day, having completed our more prosaic shopping, we set out for Mr. Ha Ha's business address, a sinful, to quote local folk, fish fry and dancing cafe down by the river. We've been there before and on the same errand, but in previous years our dealings have been with Ha Ha's wife, an iodine dark Indian woman with brassy peroxided hair and a dead tired disposition. Actually, we've never laid eyes on her husband, though we've heard that he's an Indian too, a giant with razor scars across his cheek. They call him Ha Ha because he's so gloomy. A man who never laughs. As we approach his cafe, a large log cabin festooned inside and out with chains of garish, gay, naked light bulbs, and standing by the river's muddy edge under the shade of river trees, where moss drifts through the branches like gray mist, our steps slow down. Even Queenie stops prancing and sticks close by. People have been murdered in Ha Ha's cafe. Cut to pieces. Hit on the head. There's a case coming up in court next month. Naturally, these goings-on happen at night when the colored lights cast crazy patterns and the Victrola wails. In the daytime, Ha Ha's is shabby and deserted. I knock at the door. Queenie barks, and my friend calls, Mrs. Ha Ha, ma'am, anyone to home? Footsteps. The door opens. Our hearts overturn. It's Mr. Ha Ha Jones himself. And he is a giant. He does have scars. He doesn't smile. No, he glowers at us through Satan-tilted eyes and demands to know what you want of Ha Ha. For a moment, we are too paralyzed to tell. Presently, my friend half finds her voice and whispers, a whispery voice at best, "If you please, Mr. Ha-Ha, we'd like a quart of your finest whiskey." "Which one of you is a drinking man?" It's for making fruitcakes, Mr. Ha-Ha, cooking. This sobers him. He frowns. That's no way to waste good whiskey. Nonetheless, he retreats into the shadowed cafe and seconds later appears carrying a bottle of daisy yellow, unlabeled liquor. He demonstrates its sparkle in the sunlight and says, $2. We pay him with nickels and dimes and pennies. Suddenly jingling the coins in his hand like a fistful of dice, his face softens. "Tell you what," he proposes, pouring the money back into our bead purse. "Just send me one of them fruit cakes instead." "Well," my friend remarks on our way home, "there's a lovely man. We'll put an extra cup of raisins in his fruit cake." The black stove, stoked with coal and firewood, glows like a lighted pumpkin. Egg beaters whirl, spoons spin round in bowls of butter and sugar. Vanilla sweetens the air, ginger spices it. Melting, nose-tingling odors saturate the kitchen, suffuse the house, drift out to the world on puffs of chimney smoke. In 4 days, our work is done. 31 cakes, dampened with whiskey, bask on the windowsills and shelves. Who are they for? Friends. Not necessarily neighbor friends. Indeed, the larger share are intended for persons we've met maybe once, perhaps not at all. People who've struck our fancy, like President Roosevelt, like the Reverend and Mrs. J.C. Lucy, Baptist missionaries to Borneo, who lectured here last winter. Or the little knife grinder who comes through town twice a year. Or Abner Packer, the driver of the 6 o'clock bus from Mobile, who exchanges waves with us every day as he passes in a dust cloud whoosh. Or the young Wistons, a California couple whose car one afternoon broke down outside the house and who spent a pleasant hour chatting with us on the porch. Young Mr. Whiston snapped our picture, the only one we've ever had taken. Is it because my friend is shy with everyone except strangers that these strangers and merest acquaintances seem to us our truest friends? I think yes. Also, the scrapbooks we keep of thank yous on White House stationery, time-to-time communications from California and Borneo, the knife grinders, penny postcards, make us feel connected to eventful worlds beyond the kitchen with its view of a sky that stops. That's part one. And then there's part two, and you can read that yourselves.